Hello, and welcome to Wednesday in sunny Central Texas. And the sun is shining, but it's on the other side of those clouds. There's some weak spots here and there. And we were overcast last night. I couldn't see any shooting stars. No meteorites for me. I tried. Today is a little bit of different fun. I've got my laundry started and my supplements taken. And I started doing some nerdy research. Because what other kind would somebody who's into martial arts do? And as I suspected previously, I have to actually dig up some slightly more solid information. But apparently, Tanfa, long claimed by Japanese martial arts, are Chinese. Tongquai, a name meaning little tiny walking stick. Because it does look a little bit like a tiny little walking stick. For a toddler, maybe. So I was looking up videos. Here's how this is done, and here how this grip is different from this other grip. As in, if you're using these, this is what you need to know. I have to learn some stuff. I wish I could remember the... I mentioned they're called Tongquai in Chinese. And there's a specific region they're from. I'm going to have to go back to that video and get the name of that region. Because why not? It's one of those things that on the surface, because it gets touted as whatever, it's like, oh, you won't learn this in the Chinese arts because this is a Japanese thing. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it just needs woken back up. I mean, what's the big deal with nunchucks? Nunchaku. Or however, it's basically a flail. You harvest the grain, and it's still attached to the stem. And you put this on the threshing floor. And then a flail is a beater that's attached to a handle. And you swing it, and you bring it down. And that beater is on a loose cord or short chain or something. And it whacks across these stems that still have the grain on them. Now, the threshing floor should be level. And these days, we would probably just pour a cement slab. But I believe it had to be some kind of firmness to it way back when. And so a built-up bed of clay would be used, and that would be allowed to harden and dry. You don't want to pound your grain right into it, right? So you need to be dry and not flexible anymore. And then you'd come in with the flails and pound the grains until they come off the stalks. And then when you pick up all that straw, you would give it a shake. Either get any last loose ones off. And then you'd brush all the grain to one side. And this doesn't even include the basket tossing to get rid of the chaff. This is just the initial breaking free. And you pick it up in basketfuls and give it tosses where the wind... And you need a small breeze, seriously, for this part. Or machinery. I think separators were that blew out the grain without the chaff. I mean, grain comes out this way, chaff goes out that way. Probably one of the biggest game changers in agriculture. Seriously. But, basically, you shorten the handle on a flail, a threshing flail, and you get nunchucks. So many weapons come from what farmers had available to them years ago. The short stick, seen in Tai Chi and Kung Fu and Karate, of course. A basic walking stick, because the peasants weren't allowed to have proper weapons. The tonfas are the little walking stick. They look almost like crutches for a toddler. They really do. But they're simple wooden sticks that you could use as flails if you needed to, but you'd probably run your hand into the threshing floor. You don't want to do that. Just weird thoughts after learning some things. You gotta think, though. There are Tai Chi forms for cane, short stick, bow staff, spear, straight sword, broadsword. Monday night was a straight sword day. And today being Wednesday, we might have some more straight sword. And on Saturdays, we're doing the steel and polysilk fans. It's also much fun. Everybody gotta have hobbies. And today I'm up and dressed and have my glasses on. Because I am actually having a good look over here. We keep getting rain over and over again. Truck Spider has started on the reinforcing across the center of his web. He must be catching enough food there because he's not moving on to find a better spot. I'm okay with that. I'm the one most likely to stumble and put a hand out and ruin his web. But my prediction, yesterday about the humidity making the heat brutal? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Oh, the sun is coming through a thin spot. There you go, boy. Back down the steps to find himself another patch of weeds or grass. I have spent so much of my life avoiding the sun. I shouldn't have. I don't think I have anything in mind besides the tonfas. Dyson, stay where I can see you. Come on, buddy. Dyson. Gotta keep an eye on his tiny self. Dyson, buddy, come on. What are you doing? Did you find something interesting? There's a boy. Exact same breeds of grass over here. Same weeds. Yeah, you want to go back in already? I know you didn't eat your breakfast yet. I have to make something to eat for me, too. I do. And I hope everyone out there is getting some kind of correct exercise. And the worse shape you're in, the gentler that exercise needs to be. So you might need to just walk to the mailbox twice. Just make sure you go out 10 minutes before you know the mailman's coming. And then walk out again afterward, and you will have doubled your exercise for the day. Eat something healthy. Do something healthy. Take care of each other. Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay. Bye-bye.